What's going on, everybody? It's the Alpha Wolf, Dameon Macleod. Welcome to Project Bulk. Alright, so what you're going to see on my channel is me taking you through my journey, raw footage, also giving you a voiceover, infusing you with as much information as possible, because I want this to be, me taking you on my journey, but also for the beginners out there who don't have any experience lifting weights at all. I want you to be able to watch my videos and learn from it and take what you learn to the gym with you. So what I'm doing now is warming up with some rather light weights. I'm going to get my muscles ready for the working sets with about 160 pounds on these lat pull downs. So what I'm doing now is I'm increasing the weight to about 160. Now, I'm not going too heavy because I want to get working sets. When I pull down on the bar, I want to get a nice squeeze at the bottom. You want to get a good squeeze. And when you release, you don't want to lock out the arms fully, because if you do, you're going to lose that tension on the muscle. You want to keep constant tension on the muscles in order to promote the most growth. Now here's a little tip for you guys. When you're doing machine pull downs, or if you're doing pull-ups with the bar, you're gonna feel it in your triceps. So not just the back and biceps, but your triceps will get some work in there. So keep that in mind. Now, the reason for me lowering the weight is because of the fact that I'm starting to fatigue slightly, so I want to get quality reps in each set. So lower the weight a little bit if you have to. It's not about ego lifting. It's not about worrying about who sees how much you're lifting. Lower that weight so you can get quality reps per set. If you're starting to fatigue, take 10 pounds off, take 15 pounds off depending on the exercise, and get those reps in there. You need as many reps as possible. High volume is what's going to get that muscle growing. Alright, so now I'm jumping on the hammer strength machine, going to do some back rows. Now the difference between this machine and the pull down machine is the muscles that are worked. On the pull down, it's really good for getting that V look. It's going to work your lat area on your back, but it's going to really give you that V look. It's going to work the lats under your armpits, so give you that nice lat spread, give you that width. The machine here, the rowing machine, all rowing exercises are going to give you that back thickness. Now the reason I do this over the dumbbells is because I like the way this feels. It feels real natural to me. It feels good. I like the way it flows. The machine's put together really nicely. Plus, if you have any muscle imbalances, each side of the machine is separated, so when you're doing your rowing action, you're not going to emphasize your left side over your right or your right side over your left. So remember, just like any other exercise, when it comes to back, you want to make sure when you're pulling back, you get a nice squeeze, before you release. And then don't release and extend your arms, so you're going to take that tension off the muscles. So pull back, squeeze really tight, then release, but don't lock out fully. Do not lock your elbows out to the point where they're at full extension, because you're going to lose that tension. Alright, so tonight I'm feeling good. I'm carved up. Onto the third exercise. Gonna do some cable rows. Now the difference between this machine and the last machine, there's obvious differences, but one of the main differences is there is no pad on your chest. So when you pull back and when you release the weight, your body's gonna sway back and forth. You want to keep that under control. Get a squeeze when you pull back, and when you extend, try not to lock out fully. You want to keep that tension on the muscle at all times. Yeah, so tonight was a particularly good night for the gym. I was able to move around freely, didn't have to wait too long to get on the machines I wanted to get on. The dumbbell rack was pretty clear. Just an overall good night, Sometimes you come in, I noticed coming in earlier in the day, it's hard to move around in that place. Got a lot of people either exercising or standing around talking. But tonight it was a good night. Got able to get in there, get some good clips. Got the camera set up. I don't have a cameraman. Don't really want a cameraman. I don't really care, about having that person holding the camera on me with that view. That's too much work. You're taking away from somebody else's exercise. If you're in the gym, you should be hitting the weights, not filming somebody. So, set my camera up against my water bottle and do my thing. Did anybody catch that? When I pulled my left leg over the bench, it got caught. Now for a split second, I thought I was going to fall over and bust my ass. But it's all good. I played it off real cool. So yeah, you don't need pre-workout all the time. Sometimes you just come that close to fucking your shit up. That'll wake you up real quick. Now, this here, the concentration curl, my favorite bicep exercise. I like it even more than the standing barbell curl because of the fact that you get to isolate each arm and you can use the two wrist positions. You can use the standard position or you can turn your wrist for a hammer position. And when you do that hammer position, you already know you're going to work that peak. So, you implement that hammer style with the concentration curl, and in a few months I expect to see that peak on my bicep because I have the genetics for it. So I have that outer head peak going already. So you know, in a few months, by the time I'm done with my bulk, I should have a nice separation in the two bicep heads. Yo, check out my camera skills. I did that on purpose. There we go, finally got around to it. The hammer curls. Get those hammer curls in there. Get mad sets on those hammer curls. That's gonna get that peak up there, man. It's gonna peak out that bicep. Have you looking sick. Remember guys, no ego lifting. As you can see, I got the 30-pound dumbbells, man. Not trying to walk around the gym trying to be Mr. Billy Badass. You know, 30-pound dumbbells are getting the job done. I could go in there and pick up the 45s, 50s, but you know, I'm not getting the quality reps and the quality sets. So stick to what's gonna get that muscle growth. Fuck what everybody else is doing. Well, I don't think nobody in there that night was doing anything more than the 30s anyway, but hey, humble yourself. Go in there, get the work done. One day you're gonna be big enough where you're slanging around the 45s and 50s. But until then, just, you know, stay in your lane, you know what I'm saying? Do what you do. Now here's a little tip I know some of you guys might know, some might not know, for the beginners. Doing cable work like this is going to get you some core work, some abdominal work. So while you're standing there, make sure you're standing upright. If you're in the right upright position, your six pack, your abs is gonna stabilize you. You know, you're gonna get some work in on there, but that shouldn't substitute you getting down on the ground and doing some sit-ups or some crunches every once in a while. If you can't do sit-ups, you know, I don't like doing sit-ups because I don't like bending my back like that. I do more crunches than anything. But you know, that shouldn't substitute you getting down there, like I said, getting your crunches in. You want that six pack to show up, especially during bulking season. And, you know, and for myself, you know, because I haven't been doing sit-ups or crunches in a while, so I actually got to step it up a little bit because I'm, you know, halfway through my bulk. I want to make sure I put on some thickness on the abs, but I don't want to go for that really thick abdominal look. I want my abs to look nice and sleek. I don't want big, thick, funny looking abs. You know, I want my shit to look nice. You know, my girl, she likes it like that, so I gotta keep it sexy. But do some crunches, get the work done. Shit, you guys see me over here struggling with these one arm press downs, man. Come give me a spot. Now the reason I'm doing just this right arm is because back in the day I had a slight mishap on the bench press. I'll go into that on a later video. Yeah, I'll do a safety video because motherfuckers need to know. But yeah, I do a lot of extra work on that right tricep and the right bicep just to even it out. I can slightly see the imbalance. It's not horrible. It's not horribly different, but there is a slight difference. So when you have a difference, you work on it. You know, hopefully by the end of this bulk, it should be caught up to the left side. So, you know, it's a work in progress. You got to do the work. Closing out this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them on the YouTube channel. Try to get on there time to time and talk to everybody. If you have any questions, you know, put it on the Facebook fan page. Check my Facebook fan page link. It's on the YouTube channel. If you have any questions about online coaching, you want to be online coached by me, emails at the end of the video. I should have a link on the YouTube channel pretty soon. So until next time, guys, get in the gym, do work, and muscle up.